club. I talked about that before, but yeah. And I've even mentioned in the past, like, weather changes what club I'm kicking almost. You know what I mean? So like sometimes I'll kind of have to fight the ball down because. So yeah, I wish I had that control of my golf ball, but I think I have a lot more control of football than I do. Yeah, unfortunately. So, but my coaches are okay with that. So yeah, for sure.
Have you learned anything? I mean, Coach Lorig is he somebody you're working with more than? Who's working with you mostly on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, we work with Coach Lorig a lot, and then Coach Tinker, who's our quality control coach. Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been a really good change. They've got really high standards, which is great because they have been around so many great kickers. Coach Lorig has been with some of the best kickers who are currently in the NFL. The guy from Penn State, George Side, is going to the NFL, is incredible. So he holds us to a high standard. He knows what it looks like to be the best. He knows how to get there. So it's great to have a coach like that.
What is kind of the biggest day-to-day difference under him compared to the past?
I wouldn't say too much has changed as far as what we do. We do get more kicks at practice, which is nice. In the past we maybe got to kick 3 field goals at practice, and we've done a lot more situational stuff, which is really cool. Like the 2-minute drill. I don't know if you guys were out there for that or not, but 2-minute drill as far we do like third and long kind of stuff, and we're incorporating field goals and that kind of stuff into practice, which is awesome because in the past we just went ahead a field goal period and then that was it for the day. Which is great. You can work on your stuff, but it's more game realistic, I would say, to be kind of thrown into it and been like, you don't know what to expect. You don't know exactly the distances you're kicking. You're just kind of going out there and doing it like you would in a game, which is very beneficial, I think.
Seems like it would help you remain pretty sharp at all times.
No, we know when it's coming, but we don't know exactly the down and distance. Like it's always different.
Has there been any mechanical adjustments? Do they come in with any adjustments on how you kick it all? You feel like you have to change anything, or is it all pretty much the same?
Yeah, the offseason is definitely the time to make those changes because I don't really have to be worried about going out and making every kick right now. I can make mistakes in the offseason. So yeah, I definitely say spring ball is the time where I'm lengthening, shortening my steps, am I like trying out different maybe cleats, stuff like that. Like there's definitely a lot of little details that I try to iron out, and this is the time to do it for sure.
Beyond the kickers that he's coached, he's also coached top 10 coverage units for years, so it's not merely, we had 10 great guys, but then another group comes in, he's done it over and over. So in your role, how do you see what you have to do on kickoffs either change or be impacted? Like, yes, stuff the other 10 guys too, but what do you have to do any differently to get that kind of result like he's having at Penn State?
Yeah, when you think about it, your coverage is going to be pretty good when you have the best kicker in the country. You know what I mean? So we just need to give him the best ball we can give him. I need to get as good as I can on kick. I need to kick the ball as high and as far as I possibly can. That's really my job. It's pretty simple. But I would definitely say the guys he's had in the past has helped, for sure. If you have a guy who can get the ball in the air for 5 seconds, like your coverage team's going to get down there, you know what I mean? And for sure, for me, it's just trying to replicate that and trying to give my coaches and my team the best ball I can possibly give them.
Yeah. Where do you kind of aiming to see some growth this season? Because we talked about how unique the journey is to getting better as a kicker, and you laid out some of your priorities, but where are you trying to grow in particular heading into this season?
My biggest goal is to get more touchbacks. That's something where I feel like I've struggled in the past. And just get more consistent in general. That's the goal as a kicker and a golfer, is to just get more consistent. Like you want every ball to look the same, and it's hard to do because like you're trying to make the size of a quarter on your foot hit the size of a quarter on the ball, like the sweet spot. Like it is very difficult to replicate that over and over and over. But the more you do it, the more I get out here, the less that the nerves start to go away. As I get older, the consistency starts to get better and better. And I think consistency as far as kickoffs, because like I've kicked touchbacks in the past. I had a decent year last year, nowhere near as good as I hope to be, but yeah, I just want to get that ball in the end zone every single time. I want to kick every ball right down the middle of the post. Like that's the goal, and the consistency is what I'm definitely working on for sure.
Back to place kicking, how important is the continuity from the snapper to the holder? Because you and Karsten and Tom have had quite a bit of experience now doing this. How beneficial can that be for you?
Oh, it's huge. Yeah. Because you got to trust him, you know what I mean? Like, I'm swinging my leg to the ball as his hands are coming off the ball, you know what I mean? Like, there's split seconds of trust that have to be there. And I think that's, like I said, something that comes from doing it every single day. And we get so comfortable with each other that we can get our off times lower and lower. And yeah, I just kind of have to trust. You know, I got to rely on them. And we have a good relationship too, which helps. You know, I know the guys. Like I know Karsten, I know Tommy. They're good guys. They're my best friends. So you know, that helps. But yeah, you just got to trust.